Part 2: Fundamental Rights and Principles of Policy. Definition of the state. This is the part 2 of the Constitution of Pakistan. Definition of the state. In this part, list the contents otherwise requires. The state means the federal government, Majlis-e-Shura, the parliament, a provincial government and the provincial assembly, and such local other authorities in Pakistan as are by law empowered to impose any tax or fees. This is the state. State is basically those institutions that are controlling the states and that are able by some laws to empower him or impose any tax. So there are many chapters of it. So chapter number 1, fundamental rights. Any laws inconsistent with or in derogation of fundamental rights to be void. Laws that are inconsistent with or in derogation of fundamental rights to be void. Mm, Purity of a person. No person shall be deprived of life or liberty save in accordance with the law. No person who is arrested shall be detained in custody without being informed as soon as may be that the ground for which arrest, nor shall he be denied the right to consult and be defended by a legal practitioner of his choice. Every person who is arrested and detained in custody shall be produced before a magistrate within a period of 24 hours, excluding the time necessary for the journey from the place of arrest to the court of the nearest magistrate, and no such person shall be detained in custody during the said period without the authority of a magistrate. Right. So only important thing articles are being covered here because we can't have any all of these. Article 11 says slavery, forced labor, etc. are prohibited. Slavery is non-existent and forbidden, and no law shall permit or facilitate its introduction into Pakistan in any form. All forms of forced labor and trafficking, which means smuggling, in human beings are prohibited. No child below the age of 14 years shall be engaged in any factory or mine or any other harsh hazardous matter, neither in the factory or mine. So slavery is forbidden, forced labor is forbidden, and child labor is also. Okay. No person shall be prosecuted or punished for the same offense more than once, or shall, when accused of an offense, be compelled to be a witness against himself. No person shall be, given the 14 part 2, no person shall be subjected to torture for the purpose of extracting evidence. No torture. Mhm. Mhm. Freedom of movement. Every citizen shall have the right to remain in and subject to any reasonable restriction imposed by law in the public interest, enter and move freely throughout Pakistan and to reside and settle in any part thereof. Freedom of assembly. Every citizen shall have the right to assemble, means protest, gather peacefully and without arms, subject to any reasonable restriction imposed by law in the interest of public order. But they can be stopped by the authorities. They can be restricted by the authority that followed any law. Freedom of association. Every citizen shall have the right to form associations or unions subject to any reasonable restriction imposed by law, the interests of introspect, sovereignty and integrity of Pakistan, public order or morality. Every political party shall account for the source of its funds in accordance with law. Freedom of trade, business or profession, subject to such qualification, if any as may be prescribed by law, every citizen shall have the right to enter upon any lawful profession or occupation, and to conduct any lawful trade or business, provided that nothing in this article should prevent the regulation of any trade or profession by a licensing or system, the regulation of a trade, commerce, or industry in the interest of free competition therein, or the carrying of by the federal government or a provincial government or by corporation controlled by any such government or any trade or industry or service to the exclusion, complete, partial, person. Freedom of speech, have the right for the press, despite any reasonable restriction. Right of information, every citizen shall have the right to have access to information in all matter of public importance, subject to regulation and reasonable restriction imposed by law. Freedom to profess religion and to manage religious institutions. Every minority can practice the religion of their choice. Safeguard against taxation for purpose of any particular religion. Safeguard is to protect the institution and respect for religion. This is my provision as to property protection of property rights and others. Equality of citizens. All citizens are equal before law and are entitled to equal protection of laws. There shall be no discrimination on the basis of sex, male or female. Nothing in this article shall prevent the state from making any special provision for protection of any children. Right to education. The state shall provide free and compulsory education, free and compulsory to all children of age 5 to 16 years. This is 25 age and common exam. The state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of age of 5 to 16 years in such manner as may be determined by law. No citizen otherwise qualified for appointment in the service of Pakistan shall be discriminated against in respect of any such appointment on the ground of this race, religion, um, sex, and the purpose of the preservation of language, script, and culture. Subject to Article 21, any section of citizen have a distinct language, script, or culture shall have the right to preserve and promote the same and subject to law established institution for the purpose. Text 2, 31st, Islamic way of life. Steps shall be taken to enable the Muslims of Pakistan individually and collectively to order their life in accordance with the fundamental principle and basic concept of Islam and to provide facilities whereby they may be enabled to understand the meaning of life according to the Holy Quran and Sunnah. Fatima of the paragraph. The state shall endeavor as respect the Muslim of Pakistan to make the teaching of Holy Quran as compulsory, to encourage and facilitate the learning of Arabic language, and to secure correct and exact printing and publishing of Holy Quran. This is in to promote unity and observance of Islamic moral standards, to secure the proper organization of zakat, awqaf, and rules. On promotion of the local government institution, the state shall encourage local government institutions composed of elected representatives of the area concerned. Such institution, special representation will be given to peasants working women. Full parochial and other similar prejudice to be discouraged. Full participation of women in national life. 34. Program making both decision gender studies. Protection of protection of the family. The state shall protect the male of the family, the mother and the child. Protection of minority, protect promotion of social justice and identification of social labels. Promotion of social and economic well-being of the people. We can't remember all of these. So we will do just like this. This is important. 40. Training women's with Muslim word and promoting international peace. The state shall endeavor to preserve and strengthen fraternal relationship among Muslim countries based on Islamic unity, support the common interests of the people of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, promote international peace and security, foster goodwill and friendly relationship among all nations, and encourage the settlement of international dispute by peace conference. This is important. Article 45. This was all about part B. Part 3 we discuss later. Till then, take care.